A frustrating day and too short a stay here in Omaha for Louisville. They fall 11-4 to Oregon State, ending their College World Series trip, and a 10-0 deficit early, Rick, that they could never overcome.
Yeah, Tom, this wasn't the team that beat the #2 team in the country, Vanderbilt, just a week ago. They made 6 errors, they walked 11 guys, they hit 5 guys, and they had only 2 extra base hits in 18 innings. That's not a formula to beat a team as good as Oregon State.
Just a rough day to end things, and a play in particular that got things going for Oregon State. They had a 3-0 lead. Louisville would have gotten out of an inning with a bang-bang play in the 4th. Runner was called safe, 2 runs scored, and 5 additional runs scored to make it 10-0. Dan McDonald talked about that play afterwards.
Replay showed he was out. Do you think about that, or is there too many other things that didn't go right?
Yeah, no, and I thought Wasserman answered it great. You know, it's only a balk if the umpire calls it a balk. You know, he's only out if the guy calls him out, or vice versa. So we have to live with the calls they make, and you know, that's not the reason we lost today.
You know, when you're not playing good baseball, you're not going to get those kind of calls. So it is what it is.
One thing Dan McDonald was able to do with the one-sided game was get a lot of people in the game, including Nick Ratajczyk, the senior spiritual leader of this team, who had been out with an injured shoulder. Steve Andrus caught up with him.
Here was senior Nick Ratajczyk, had the pinch hit at bat in the 8th inning after we saw you at practice yesterday with your right arm in a sling. Take us through that moment when you got the call to pinch hit, and did you know it was coming?
Coach Mack, you know, he acts as a father. He cares so much about us, and he told me before we even played in Omaha, that you know, he wanted me to get in that bat or just play an inning in the field, wherever it took. Just tell my kids that I played in Omaha, you know. So I mean, it's just so heartwarming, honestly, and the fact that I got it. That was the most memorable bat of my life, honestly. Just walking up to the plate, I had tears in my eyes when I heard the crowd, Card Nation behind me, and then, you know, I got the second. I hit it pretty good, but obviously the wind doesn't really help you out in this park. But no, I got the second. You know, gave a little tap to the shortstop. Just, you know, act like I've been playing the whole time. You know, just not trying to do anything different. Rub some dirt on my chest, make it, you know, real, because it's usually how it is for me. But you know, I got back to the dugout and just couldn't ask for a better group of guys to greet me and tell me thank you and how much they love me and appreciate what I've been doing through this unfortunate thing with my shoulder. So. Honestly, a moment to remember for the rest of my life.
Well, Nick, not many players get to say the end of their college career in Omaha. Congrats on a great season.
Thank you very much. It's been an honor. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Clearly a guy that meant a lot to this program. You could see it in his teammates with the hugs after his at-bat.
Yeah, I was talking to him after the game, and Joe Filomeno was sitting a few seats away, and as Filomeno listened to Nick talk, he started crying, and this is a half an hour after the game. It's obviously how much they love Nick Ratajczyk.
Terrific season for the Cardinals, a best 51 wins on the year. They finished 51-14 and try to get back here next year. For Rick Bozich and Steve Andrus, I'm Tom Lane in Omaha with the Cards for WDRB Sports.